De volta, pessoal!
De volta, hein, galera?
De volta, pessoal!
We're back! We're back! So, guys, our last topic, I think this is going to be really, really great. You know, again, yesterday we talked a bit predictions. David brought his crystal ball here. We kind of feel the same. But now, David, I want to ask you a few things. I want Murilo to participate. I also will join a little bit. That's a difficult thing right now. Okay, challenges and opportunities for 2021. How you guys see the market, how you guys are, I know that we talked something about that, but we talked about the events, the fairs. But now I'm saying in general, the schools, the agents, is all what our challenge as we are working with these, we are stubborn. Yeah, stubborn in continuing working with these because we love it and we don't want to go to another business. We want to be here. So who would like to start? Our guest, David, or you, Murilo? We should give our guest, right?
Sure, always.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so David,
put me in the spotlight. Thank you, Ben.
Challenges and opportunities.
Okay.
Challenges and opportunities.
I think our sector has demonstrated the resilience, which is very, very important. Of course, there have been a number of closures, not only for smaller agencies, but for larger agencies. I think we've seen that across the board. And also on the school side, we've seen closures and redundancies happening from our colleagues across the board. So that is something that has been very, very painful and have personally experienced that. Very, very difficult to go through on such a complicated time. So I think the first important thing to mention is that resilience and the fact that in a recent survey that I reviewed, done by my company, we analyzed and we came up to the conclusion that 61% of the agents, and I think this figure was worldwide, still feels very confident on achieving very good results during 2021. So I think that speaks very, very loudly in terms of how positive our market is. And so now that we have gone through the worst of the pandemic, I think we can now see the end of the tunnel with the vaccination programs being rolled out all over the world in faster paces in some places compared to the others. But we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think that process is going to be consolidated during the first half of this year. And then the second half of this year is going to be more dynamic. The second half of this year is going to be more into going back to travel a little bit more, going to be more engaging in person more with the students and with parents and things like that. And still focusing on that hybrid model that I mentioned yesterday, where fairs may have some people on the ground, some people attending online. And so that is going to be really interesting to see. I think seeing that resilience and seeing that 61% of our agents are still very positive of what the future holds, I think is amazing. So the challenge is to continue to engage virtually, to continue to demonstrate the benefits of that education towards our agents and our students, and finding new niches like the ones we were mentioning. So if a student started doing an ESL program online, well, what can we do to address that market? What can we do to offer solutions to those students that are enrolled online? So it's being very open and ready to come up with creative solutions to things that you can see on the spot, to trends that you can identify in the market. I think that's another very important thing. I think definitely doing things in a different way. I know that during the pandemic, everyone is talked about reinvention. Let's reinvent ourselves, which is a really big word and one that may be tired already. But definitely reinvention in our industry may be related to What new programs can we offer? What new market segments can we target? What new pricings can we come up with? What innovative ways of doing promotions can we identify? So it's all about being creative, and just identifying those opportunities as they come. Definitely engagement with the agent and supporting the agents, not only by doing training and by offering our support. I mean, in terms of the application and in terms of overall acknowledgement of the program, but also in terms of really being alert of, oh, okay, this information may be useful for this particular agent that focuses in Australia. This information is useful for this particular agent. That network that we have created, I think we have all come closer, and supported each other in such a way that that needs to continue. That camaraderie that has been built between the agents and ourselves, so that it be in between all of us can generate that resiliency. I think it needs to continue, and so we need to continue to support the agents with their strategies, with coming up with ideas on how can they effectively target different things, and really be very vigilant in terms of what's going on. And in terms of border openings, I think towards the summer, we're going to be some relaxation of that in some destinations like Canada, the US, some European countries. Definitely Australia and New Zealand may take a little bit longer because, you guys know that their strategy has been full containment. And once they've done with their vaccination program, they are going to start slowly letting people back in, as long as they've been vaccinated. So that is going to take a little longer to happen. But I think for around summertime in the Northern Hemisphere, we're going to see the lowering of those measurements because, just today, Chile reached a milestone of 1 million people being vaccinated. In Colombia, we are starting our vaccination program next weekend. And the objective is to vaccinate 35 million people this year. The US has already vaccinated 30 million plus people. Canada is vaccinated more than 2 or 3 million people. So those processes are ongoing. The UK as well. So that is very hopeful also. Yeah. Very, very long answer. But there's so many areas that can affect our business at this stage.
Yeah.
And you, Murillo,
No,
you had some?
yeah, I'm gonna say something, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna talk about the opportunities that the students have now, because for sure we just see the bad way, the best part of the pandemic, but we must have in our minds that now you have more time to think about your travel or your course, or if you're going to a college or a university and you don't have enough level, English level or any language level to start these one, you can start studying like an online class and something like this, and you have more time to pay your course and everything else. So you can feel the good ways, but we know that we don't like to see the good ways, so we only see the bad way. So I think everybody must see the best thing, the best part of our problems. So that's my advice.
I absolutely agree, Murillo, because maybe for a student that a master degree was out of the question because of the cost. It was prohibitive. Maybe they didn't have enough finances in place to submit information to the embassies and so forth. Now they can start online. They can save a lot of money in accommodation, in every type of a cost. And then now it can become more affordable. Or, like you said, seeing the things from the other side and the other perspective. If I wanted to start my master degree, but English, no good, no bueno, then now can I pay for a cheaper online program, enroll into that program, do that from home without housing costs, without visa costs, travel costs, and then be ready. So when I can have that cultural exchange and that personal experience that we talked about, that as Latin Americans, we appreciate and value the most. So definitely that is that if you are budget conscious, or if you were a little bit concerned that you may not be able to afford doing a bachelor or a master degree, then this could be a time for you to think about it, that you can in fact do it. Also, tuition fees have not gone up so much in the last year, and that's another opportunity that there is for students.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I think,
Beto.
yeah, no, you said exactly what I was going to say, David. It was about the prices, because of course we know, and Murilo said something also, to plan, right? Um, I always tell people, plan ahead, at least 6 months, ideally 1 year. But you know how we are, our people are. They live to the last moment. Okay, when do you want to travel? In 2 weeks. Okay, then it's generally like that. So you can plan. I think this is an advantage right now. Of course, I would say that if you're doing like your thing is the higher education programs, you have another intakes coming. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, David, but around August or October, something
September,
like that.
fall intake. Yeah.
So people can plan that. Starts, like you said, online. Then they go, and probably after that time they could be traveling. What I tell sometimes people for the English, sector, they say, oh, but I don't want to do online. I want to go there and have the experience. Cool. So do it right now, book it right now, because generally most of the schools are, with the price from last year, from 2 years ago, and I truly believe that whenever things go back, prices will go up, because we need to understand here, that's a very delicate thing, but we need to understand that there was a few schools that we had, and I'm not saying, now I'm saying a little bit more about the English, okay, David, but I say there was schools that have 20 students in the classroom, no more. You cannot do this anymore, you're going to have to probably 5, maybe 10 maximum, so this will increase the cost, because you're also going to have to put alcohol all over the place. You need to, after hours, you need to to clean, and then you change people, whatever, it's gonna, I think it's gonna increase, but anyway, so it's a moment that if you are in the other side, talk to the agent and see a good agents, and what they can do, because I think this is a good opportunity if you really want to do that, because remember, guys, this is happening right now, but this will pass. I hope so. I pray to God, that this will pass. And I also want to say something regarding the challenges that we, professionals of that area are facing, and I don't know with you, David, but I know with Murilo, because we've been talking lately, we almost went crazy, because we were used to travel every week pretty much. Airport was our second home, or sometimes our first home. So we miss that, staying at home. It's like, I always use this kind of comparison, comparison, that the retired guy, married retired guy who come back home, and he starts to fight with the wife, and he doesn't like to be there. We are kind of like that, staying at home, not going out, we're in a cage pretty much. So this is a bit of a challenge, for all of us. Sometimes you wake up and you have the guts, oh, today's going to be different. Then you start to see some news, you kind of, oh my God, but what I want to give to people here is that a happy thought, a happy message, that this will pass and will go on, Murilo, I think we are in the end of this beautiful program or beautiful show today. Do you want to say something? Can I finish and give it to you, and then you give to David?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, and then you come back to you. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So David, first, I would like to thank you very much to be joining us, to be in this crazy, journey with us. That is the canal of the intercambio, or the channel of the exchange programs, or, exchange education. But thank you so much. Because of you, as you are the first one international person to come here. We all international, but you're coming from Colombia here, I would say that before you, we used to act locally. Now we act globally, So
Nice.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I want you to come back again if you like it. I don't know if you like it. Maybe he didn't like it,
Yeah.
Murillo, but we want
Oh
you
yeah,
to come
I
back in
look
the
like I
future.
didn't like it.
I want you to come back in the future. So thank you so much to be joining us, Murillo. I don't know. You want to say something? No, no. You're the last one.
Okay.
David, now you are gonna say something, and Murillo will give us the honors of ending this awesome TV show.
Então, muito obrigado com vocês pela oportunidade para mim participar desse programa. Estou muito contente, muito feliz de estar aqui com vocês. Eu vou voltar. Eu tenho certeza que eu vou voltar. Again, thank you so much. It's been really good. I also was able to practice a little bit of my Portuguese. I cannot wait to go back to Brazil so that I can properly practice there. Appreciate it. It was really good. Had lots of fun, and I would be back anytime you guys want me to. So best of luck with the program. It's an amazing format. It's an amazing idea. So really happy to be here.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks for your time. It was very important for us to have you here. It was amazing episodes that we had together here. So thanks guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and let us know about everything that you feel in these videos, and what do you think is gonna happen in the next months and the next years, and what is gonna happen. It's gonna turn on a crazy world, or we are gonna get back to the normal one. So thank you, and see you soon, guys. See ya.